This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single.
Okay, Coach, we are just west of downtown Denver off of I-25 at Empower Field at Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Denver Broncos. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set up. 60 outlaw.
Number 53. Mike 53.
Blue draw Corker.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Shift. Slam. Check 26. Check 26.
Let go.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Not today, you are. Not five.
Looking to throw on second down. Lock. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? Needed that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
Go. Give me that ball. Give me that.
Throwing his lock on third down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number one receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 39, Lock. And the ball is knocked out, and the Colts pick it up. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's brought down. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
45.
Set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Run. Run single.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Fair catch, made it at 25 yards. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Got it.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
And 9 at the 26-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Rock to throw on 2nd down, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
There we go. 37 to Mike. Mike 37. Don't get nervous. Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here, because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb, and he's got some space here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there.
Allen hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Allen. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a 1st down. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
50, Mike, 50.
Yo, go.
Motion.
Hey, high 7.
Check Mike 50. Mike,
Get it.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Drew Lock taken down in the end zone. 2 points for the defense. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
From the 29, Allen, and the catch made by Hilton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Good yardage there for the Colts, 18 and a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Going top shelf. That's caught inside the 20. A big pickup of 38.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead. 16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. From the 24, Locke. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Locke now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darren Lee racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Yes, yes.
He's coming in motion. Hey, hey,
Hey,
hey.
Charlie. Now.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Locke. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Mark Brown, 80.
Push him back. Push him back.
So after the INT, it's Allen. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. That's good for 28 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. The point after is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
37's the Mike 37. Go, go, go.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Locke. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Throwing now is Locke. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. 3 yards on that last run, so here is 2nd and 7 from the 28.
It's a party now. It's a party now.
To the air, Allen. Complete. Richardson has it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Allen now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Switch. 36, 36.
A give running right is Chubb. Oh, he's got some breathing room. The 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Back to 59. Hey, tight. Watch twist.
Watch the twist.
5 wide. Let's go.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nick Chubb, as the first half is winding down. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them. Yeah,
they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Locke. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Incomplete. It's 4th down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Watch 6-6. Pull it hard. Watch that.
Alert 3, alert 3.
Alert 5.
They're going with Lindsey. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
He don't know no better.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Allen going to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Mike 50. 319. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Run. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Pass 85. Go.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. To throw, it's Allen. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First down.
Round 80. Gun. 2 right here. Pilot, 64. Weak.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
To try again after the sack, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Well, one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. From the gun, it's Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will make the lead now 26. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lock. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Lock. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it.
Mike 61, matchbox lights. Go, go.
Sponge, no. 50's the Mike. 50's the Mike. Hey, watch the slant,
They do go for it. It's locked. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Watch the run.
Hey, Echo.
52.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. The extra point up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Broncos 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. From the 29, Locke. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Locke now, 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%. And it's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Mike. 59. Cut. Watch the twist.
Check. Regular.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Allen to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
52's the mic. I'm coming for you, son.
Now Chubb running right. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check 52's to Mike. I got him. Check 40.
Hey, home.
They run it again with Chubb, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
6 guard. Check 6 guard.
Check 4.
Under 10. Alert.
Now Chubb. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Man up, D.
Half. Fresno. Hey, wahoo.
Mike 52.
On 2nd down now, it's Matt. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They give the Chubb out of the gun. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
It's now 4th down.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This is a 26-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Lock now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Block again here on 2nd and 10. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
53's Mike. Check 53's Mike. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day. 53's the Mike. 55.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Locke. And that's caught inside the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Ready. On first down, Lindsey. Darren Lee there to get him down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
3, 218, chop.
2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Shoot.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos get one score closer.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Here we go. Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36.
Mike 52.
Bandit.
Allen operating from the gun. He goes right back the way of Hilton. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Watch Mike. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
52.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paul Richardson, his third touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Clock now on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. 23 yards, the final tally. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Locke to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now a carry for Lindsey. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's another Broncos first down.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Single receiver.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Philip Lindsay, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
Team 6, 5.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They look to throw. It's Locke. And that is incomplete. Kenny Moore that time there on the coverage. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Ready?
Locked to throw for it on 4th. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
You ready?
53, Mike.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
After the turnover, here's Locke. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Go. Hey. Look. Squeeze. Set, go.
Kill.
Locke will try again on second down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Go.
Watch twist.
Hard. Hey, zoom.
Here we go. 37's to Mike. Mike 37.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Here we go. 37's to Mike. Mike 37.
Here we go. Let's bring it.
On third and long, it's Locke. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Let's go, D. Ready, go.
53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. Here we go. Whip. Watch the whip.
Hey, foxtrot.
Let's go. Here we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53.
Go. Let's go.
Locke going to go on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking.